Hey guys, so welcome back to Raincode. Let's carry on where we left off. We're here in the Mystery Labyrinth for our fourth case, even though it's only Chapter 3. It's of course relating to the death of Shachi, the rebel leader. And the mysterious circumstances regarding his death, of course, is made to look like a suicide. But I have other ideas. I've already laid out my theories at the end of the previous episode. So let's find out if I'm correct. Of course, we're only at the very beginning of the Mystery Labyrinth, so it's going to take some time. And Fubuki's with us, so who knows? Maybe it'll take even longer than usual, because we have to carry her airheadedness. Plus, she has the ability to rewind time, so, you know, by default, that slows us down. What the hell? Has she made friends with every single Q in the entire pyramid?
Oh, Yuma, take a look at this. These cute creatures and I have become the best of friends.
Oh yes, I'm sure they're attracted to you because you're so easy to fool.
Those are cues. It's a materialized mystery. She's already buried beneath them.
Yep, too late. Alright, save yourselves, guys. Shinigami, carry me out of here.
Oh,
where's the boat?
Another round oddity over here?
Oh, yeah, that... Whoa. Oh my god. Dominic Fulltag. In the flesh.
A phantom.
Yam as well, of course. No straws in sight, thank the Lord.
You're a terrorist, bomber, murderer, and a maggot who doesn't deserve to live.
Oh, that's not very nice. I fought very hard to stay alive, considering I sunk inside the submarine and somehow made it to shore. Alive, in one piece.
You murdered Shachi from the Resistance, didn't you? Killing your own people makes you dumber than Dominic.
I take offense to that.
I didn't do it! When I got to the roof, Shachi was already dead!
No point arguing with them, Kokohead, not unless we draw out our sword.
I can't hear you! Sorry, I don't listen to criminals. How horrifying! So these are the Labyrinth's monsters?
Yes, and well, I'm quite glad that she's downgraded me back to criminal from terrorist, so there's that. Silver lining.
You summoned such dangerous creatures to block our path?
Oh god.
Think what you want, but you can't move forward until you boom kill these things.
Right, well, let's do just that.
Let's do it, Yuma. Hey Dominic, you're good at doing laundry, right? Grab a washboard and give their filthy hearts a good scrub.
Beep. Let's get ready to rumble. Our first one of the pyramid and of the day. Let's make it a good one. Start us off on the right foot. Shachi's gun, Shachi's action, security camera footage. No need for me to do just that right now.
How terrible of you to shoot an ally. You even planted the gun on his corpse.
Planted the gun on his corpse? I think it was.
It looked like a suicide.
You're on the right track.
Is up there.
Just the wrong culprit.
You did as you pleased. Go die and be reborn already, okay?
Jeez. No need for that. Okay.
Safe.
The only one on the rooftop was you, Master, which means you're the only person who could have killed Shachi. But I didn't do it. Shachi had already been killed by the time I got to the roof. Then let's prove your innocence. I know you can do it, Master. Alright, well, let's review our keys, at the very least. Shachi's gun, contrary to standard models, firearm cylinder swings out to the right side. Shachi's actions, had time to run away but stay on the roof. Security camera footage, all but Yuma shown. There was only one gunshot. I was in the middle of the stairwell at the time. This has to be it, right? Because I've got an alibi. I'm on the stairs the moment he got killed. Okay, I think I'm going to slash the moment where she asks me to confess. Here we go, is this it? Ugh! Whew. I just thought, yeah, witness, camera, doesn't exactly jive. I just have to admit.
I'm not the one who shot him! I was still on the stairs when the gunshot went off!
Exactly.
The security footage proves it!
Well, Dominic's pleased. Whew, okay. Decent start. Fubuki, please don't make friends with them.
Retreated. Yuma, you defeated those monsters! Splendid! I respect you as a fellow adventurer.
Feelings mutual.
As a sign of my respect, may I call you the Warrior of Light?
Yes, please do. I guess I'm a paladin now.
Warrior of Light? Sure, whatever you say. Let's keep going.
The paladin cursed with a death god. Okay, let's progress.
By the way, Yuma, why were they accusing you of being the culprit?
Because that's the default position of everyone against me.
Fubuki, you don't remember the case. There was a murder, and I'm a suspect.
Luckily, I cleared that early.
There's no way the Warrior of Light can be a murderer.
You know what? Thank you.
I was seen under incriminating circumstances. Not only was I a suspected terrorist, but I was also spotted next to a corpse on the roof of a building.
Was there no one else on the roof?
Not that I saw.
No one. There was nowhere to hide up there, and no other exits.
Well, that does sound awfully suspicious, Yuma. Things would go much easier if you just confessed.
Oh my god, no! You can't turn on the Warrior of Light like this.
I didn't do it!
I'm innocent. Would the Warrior of Light lie? I like how we're in a flooded tunnel here.
Whoa, what's happening?
It's getting higher. I'm only so tall.
I understand now. This place is going to sink very soon.
I know that!
I can float, so it's not a problem for me. But you two better figure something out quick.
Can't you pick me up or something?
I know that too! We just need to solve the mystery, right?
Okay, mystery. What? Ah! Oh my god, where's the log flume at?
Come on, Master, concentrate.
Oh god, we're swimming for our lives here. Okay. Fubuki, no, don't create a whirlpool. What murder weapon was used in this case? Shachi's gun.
This way.
I mean, damn it. I
This
pressed
is
the
bad.
button
I'm
so slow
losing my
again.
strength. I
I really gotta learn the controls.
Any...
I'm aware it's A, B, X, Y. Oh my god, glub glub, I died. I died and lost a millimeter of health. Shachi's gun, yes. Okay. Whew.
That was quite the surprise.
Yeah, well, one day I'll get the hang of QuickTime events. On a Switch. I'm too hard-coded with the Xbox controls, you know?
Huh? You mean jump on it?
Yes.
It's alright, we should be fine.
Watch me. If I can do it with my stubby little legs, you can too.
Come on, Fubuki! What's wrong? You need to jump over here!
You're tall enough, you could probably just reach it.
I am not very good at physical activity.
But you're an adventurer. You don't go you becoming an adventurer when you're not good at physical activity.
Huh?
It's like signing up for Survivor and not being able to swim or something.
I cannot do it. I lack the confidence.
Fubuki, you're an adventurer, aren't you? You should be able to jump this.
If you fail, just rewind time. All good.
Very well. I shall reach out as far as possible. Please catch me if I fail to make it.
I will try. Okay? I will try. I don't know if I'm strong enough. Here she goes. Oh god. Jesus. This is exactly what would happen to me, to be honest. Well, she's drowning. Grab her hand. Oh, I got you.
That was close.
It's
I'm the
too
Warrior of
early to
Light.
relax. Come on, keep going.
Tell that to the frame rate. Wow.
Thank
Where
you,
the hell are we going?
Something is off.
No shit. I think we're going, what, to the roof?
I attempted to rewind time, but was unable to.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry. Should have thought about that before giving you false confidence. Your forte doesn't work in here.
About that, you can't use your abilities while inside the mystery labyrinth.
Huh? Is this the work of the God of Darkness? Her frightening power has sealed away my forte?
And now she just orbits around us, spectating, watching us like we're her playthings.
So you finally noticed.
Well, I mean, it's not like we made a mistake or anything earlier on.
I wish you'd quit trying to make things worse.
With your precious powers gone, you're nothing but a hindrance in this labyrinth. Now stay put and keep out of trouble. Hindrance?
It's backfiring, Shinigami. Or, I mean, actually, keep going. Give her the courage she needs.
About the murder weapon. The victim was killed by his own gun, right?
That, I have no doubt. A bullet was fired, smoke was coming out of the barrel. Literally, the smoking gun in this case.
The muzzle of the gun at the crime scene was still hot. And I could smell gunpowder. Out of the 6 bullets loaded in it, only one of them had an empty shell. Which means the bullet that killed Shachi absolutely came from the gun he was holding.
Okay. On to the next mystery. Who killed him and put the gun in his hand? Well, well. Surely it's not going to flood up here.
Fubuki?
We climbed a long way. You know, I almost heard the Snake Eater theme song play.
I am a hindrance.
Oh, don't listen to Shinigami. She's just being a troll.
What, still thinking about that? You should have known that already. You can't solve mysteries, you can't use your abilities, you can barely move, you've got no courage, no resolve.
Ouch, man. Sheesh. No need to kick her while she's down.
So yeah, you're basically a hindrance, an obstacle. Now beat it before you drag Master down with you.
That's not nice, Shinigami. That's very rude. Fubuki saved my life a few times, you know, because I can't do quick time events, so if anyone's the hindrance, it's me.
Fubuki, are you okay?
That quick march over. Like, he was just like looking at these 2 kids, and one's bullying the other in the schoolyard. He's just like, for fuck's sake, I'll fix this.
Fine. I can stand on my own.
Okay. You know, there's no shame in asking for help.
Yuma, I am terribly sorry. From here on, I shall make an effort to not cause you any trouble.
You haven't so far, so there's that.
You don't have to worry about it. If anything stands in our way, we'll work together to overcome it.
No, this is something I must do on my own.
Okay, but you're not going to remember any of this. Unless it's like Inception, and it'll change your personality on the outside world.
I must become strong enough to take on the world before I can return to the Clockford family.
Oh. Did you cost yourself out, Fubuki?
Hey, looks like she's getting motivated. Sometimes playing the bad guy gets results.
You know, depends, alright? I don't think when she's down on her knees, literally, like, about to break down, you don't keep playing the tough love card. That's when you build them back up, okay? You don't just deconstruct them further.
Playing? But you're always like this.
I'm curious. Are you really a detective in training, Yuma?
Yep.
You
Sorry,
seem far
proceed.
more experienced with adventuring than I am. You even had the title of Warrior of Light.
You gave that to me, so there's that. I don't know if it's an official designation.
You gave me that title, Fubuki.
Like, I don't think I got a certificate I can hang in my office declaring me as such.
Master's an expert at getting dragged into other people's business. He's been forced around the block a few times. He's got a great mentor too. In contrast, I have nothing besides the ability to wind back time.
Dude, I'd kill for that ability. Okay, that's the fucking bee's knees. All right, rewinding time.
My only merit is useless here.
Oh, I see what you mean. It's okay. It's all right. I understand you probably relied on your time manipulation skill as a crutch for so long, but that doesn't mean, you know, you lack skills in other places. In fact, this is your chance to prove that you are capable of other things, right? So, let's attack this mystery labyrinth together, Fubuki.
Too bad, so sad. You're not gonna make it through here.
If anything, you've proven your ability to make friends. Of course, it was with the enemy, but still.
You're getting real annoying. It's starting to stress me out. Master, help me unwind by turning them into mincemeat.
You know, it's my job. Okay. What's our next problem? Can't just randomly pop up like this. High voltage lines, parallel gunshot wound, Shachi's gun designed by Uruka, and something else even.
A friend could have done it for you.
Okay. Wonderful. Calling me an accomplice.
You ordered your accomplice to snipe Shachi from someplace else.
Snipe him from somewhere else, huh?
Threw the gun over to you.
Through the gun?
You planted it in Shachi's hand. That was your magic master plan.
Okay.
Huh? Where was the shot taken? There's one spot where the shot could have been made.
Don't tell me a hot air balloon.
Of the building next door.
Okay. I know what I need to do here. If you had an accomplice shoot Shachi, then it wouldn't have mattered where you were. But would it really have been possible to shoot him from a neighboring building? Good point. Let's check the solution keys. He might find something. Well, it will be the parallel gunshot wound. The gunshot wound on Shachi's body. Open wounds are almost perfectly parallel. If we shot him on an adjacent rooftop, well, there would be a downward trajectory or something of the sort, right?
If you didn't
Let's go with
fire the
this.
gun,
And fast forward our way over. Hopefully we don't get hit by anything. There goes. Huh.
you...
Oh, I knew it! I knew it would happen!
You shot from the roof of the building next door.
Okay, here goes. Ugh.
Slash through this mystery.
Done. What's next? Oh, just that one again?
The neighboring building didn't have any windows, so the only way to shoot the victim was from the rooftop. But that building was taller than the hideout. If the victim was sniped from that height, the gunshot wound would have been at an angle, but the gunshot wound through his head was horizontal.
Perfectly parallel with the ground.
Based on the gunshot wound, it's impossible for the bullet to have traveled from the roof of the neighboring building.
Alright, toodaloo. I like how the peacekeepers are usually, like, the weakest of the phantoms we have to face. It's always the suspects that are obviously much stronger. Okay, let's proceed. We already established that someone had to be on the roof to kill him.
I get it. Since the wound ran parallel to the roof, the shooter must have been at the same height.
Exactly, that rules out Savan. We've already ruled out Uruka because she designed the gun. She wouldn't have planted it in his right hand because she would have known he's a lefty.
Well, it could be that the victim's head was at an angle at the time of impact.
Ooh, suppose I didn't think about that, but why would he be tilting his head?
But in that case, we would have found the bullet lodged in the roof.
The monster conjures falsehoods to impede our progress.
I know, and she's floating right next to us, the bitch. How dare she?
But it's strange that they insist it was a homicide. If I'm not the culprit, it'd make more sense to rule it as a suicide.
That's true. They seem very adamant someone's responsible and it's not Shachi.
That's because it is one. They're insisting it's a homicide to cover it up.
Was Shachi working with the peacekeepers? Or something? And someone shot him for his betrayal, maybe? And that's why they're hesitant to call it a suicide. They think someone found their informant? I don't know.
So you finally revealed your true nature, God of Darkness.
I thought she did that when she tore you down when you were already, like, groveling at your at the ground.
Huh?
Whoa, God, that was loud.
Yuma, do not be swayed by this deceiver. This case is most assuredly a homicide.
Oh, yes.
Assuredly. And what are you basing that on? The victim carried a gun, did he not? If so, he could have used it to combat the peacekeepers pursuing him. And yet, he hastily turned the gun on himself. I do not believe the victim was so cornered that he would commit suicide.
I mean, maybe he thought, you know what? They'll probably capture me alive. Even if I do take out 1 or 2 peacekeepers. No point risking that. Let's just off ourselves. You know?
That actually makes sense.
That's a good point. Even if he wanted to avoid using his gun, he could have at least used it to threaten them.
But they had strength in numbers, though.
so it must be a homicide.
Plus, he was cornered on the roof, so...
No! Suicide! Homicide! Suicide!
Duck season, rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season. Okay, let's make our decision.
2 doors?
What's with the mouths? Oh god, don't look, Fubuki! Oh. Every time, was it suicide or homicide?
The letters are written in blood.
Actually, no. The background is in blood.
Does Yuma's blood contain holy powers? And it illuminates this cursed labyrinth?
You cannot harvest my blood.
Yuma, you are more than the warrior of light. You are the holy warrior of light.
There's definitely a hole in my neck.
Sure, that's fine. Let's focus on this problem. Is this a suicide or a homicide? We need to narrow it down, now.
It is clearly a homicide. Nuh-uh! It's totally a suicide!
Okay, Shinigami, you've led me astray before. I'm not gonna tolerate it again. Let's go. Homicide. The gun was planted in his hand, right? So there's no way he would have shot himself right-handed.
It is clearly a homicide.
Okay.
Nuh-uh! It's totally a suicide!
If I go for suicide and it's wrong, I wonder what she'll say. She'll be like, oh, my bad, master. No, let's just go straight for homicide. Even though I'm curious to see what the flavor text would be if I get it wrong. But, you know, I just have this urge to get things right. Yes, homicide is my choice. I'll laugh if I'm wrong. Open up. There we go. Hopefully it's not a dead end.
I'm sure this is the right way.
I knew it! This case had to be a homicide. If it was a homicide, someone else had to have been on the roof, right?
Yep, there's plenty of avenues for escape.
You were on the emergency stairwell, and the peacekeepers were behind the door.
And by plenty, I mean one.
Which means no one could have gotten off that roof. How did the culprit shoot the victim and get away? See? If it wasn't a suicide, then what happened? You'd better explain yourself.
Okay, well, funnily enough...
I shall.
Oh, Fubuki will take it away.
I completely agree with what Yuma said.
I haven't said anything yet.
I didn't say anything.
So what do you think, Master?
You mean why I think it's a homicide? I don't really have a solid reason why yet.
Okay, so I'm thinking, first off, it's entirely possible the culprit could have had a forte or something, like Fubuki.
We're trapped!
Uh-oh. And they did something to do a disappearing act, right? But of course, it had to do with the blown hole in the wall of the building. Oh god. What is the reasoning behind it being a homicide?
Come on, spit it out. The mystery labyrinth won't wait forever, you know.
I can see that.
No, but
Yuma!
If it was in fact a homicide, there would be some clue left behind to the crime scene. If I can just remember something.
It's gotta be the gun being planted.
Like this?
What's this? Oh! Oh! Wow. Okay.
Here, this is everything left at the scene.
Right.
This should be easy now.
Oh, the umbrella.
Make sure to pull everything straight out of your memory, Master.
Thanks.
I'm sure there's a clue pointing to a homicide hidden here.
We do not have much time. Please hurry, Yuma.
I will.
Something suspicious. Something that stands out. There has to be a clue. I have to find it.
Okay. The gun. It has to be the gun. Right?
I know, it's this. This has to be related to the murder.
That's not promising, the way you said that.
The wall stopped. Looks like it's the right one.
Thank God. And then it just suddenly slammed shut.
That is the gun that fired the fatal shot, right? But how can you determine it was a homicide?
I was almost a Kokohead sandwich. Actually, no, that doesn't work. I was almost a Kokohead hot dog.
There's something unique about this gun. A revolver cylinder normally swings out to the left. but the gun found at the scene swings out to the right.
I see. That is unusual. It is incredible how you even noticed it.
You got a sharp eye, you know, for these things. And it also helps that Shinigami can rip it out of my memory.
You really are the holy great detective warrior of light, Yuma.
My certificate's getting bigger and bigger.
It got even longer. Oh well, anyway. This gun was apparently custom made for Shachi.
The junk shop geezer said that too. How does that prove this was a homicide?
I don't know, I just chose the gun randomly.
I don't know anything else about it. I just figured this was kinda out of place.
And not the red umbrella? Oh god. Oh, Jesus, it's evolved! Oh god, it's red blood on here!
Of course. You haven't solved the mystery itself. Yuma!
Shouldn't have said anything. What? Hey! Stop it! God! Damn hamster! Can I shoot it?
Could you try shooting it with the gun?
I'm no marksman. Oh, but it could work inside the mystery labyrinth. If this gun is the answer...
Oh.
Not loaded?
Damn it. It's from my memory.
Can't shoot it? Then you're still missing something.
Something? Do you mean like why I think this gun is out of place? I can't shoot the gun until I figure that out?
Great.
Well, Yuma? Did you solve it?
I did, but not Yuma.
Why was Shachi's gun built like this in the first place? The reason why must be relevant.
Are you saying you need my help to solve this?
Oh, no need. It's okay.
Oh, fine. Since you're so good at begging, I don't mind helping you out one bit. Here we go. Lay it all out.
Okay. What's the word or phrase going to be? Left-handed. Probably. Fingers crossed. Ah, this place is so much more peaceful than being in a compactor filled with spikes. Shinigami puzzle. Hit me.
Together as a team.
His dominant hand. Oh, jeez, way to literally spell it out to me. Let's go.
Whirling. Go, go, go.
L E F T. I didn't even think you could spell right. So there's that. Okay. Well, I'm happy to say that I'm on point so far. That the reason we know it's a murder is because the gun was planted in the wrong hand. And, yeah, we've already excused 2 culprits. Or suspects, I should say. Not culprits. There we go.
That's it! It's because he was left-handed!
Ah! God, I feel like I'm playing Blue's Clues right
The
now.
reason the cylinder swings out to the right is to let him reload while still holding the gun in his left hand. If he was right-handed, it would be very difficult to reload if the cylinder swings out to the right. If Shachi was right-handed, he wouldn't have commissioned his gun to be designed this way.
Okay, is that acceptable? Closing in walls? Please stop, or do I need to say even more?
Shachi is left-handed.
Yeah! Shachi had a specially designed gun because he was left-handed. There you go. Ugh.
Look, the exit. You did it, Yuma.
Oh yeah, I'm a real straight shooter.
Oh, it worked.
All thanks to yours truly.
Man, who died here before? Bloody spikes need some cleaning.
No, it is thanks to Yuma's deduction.
Or maybe it's rust.
What? But we'd all be flattened by now if it wasn't for my assist.
Skewered, maybe.
I will never believe the God of Darkness could willingly lend a helping hand. Sure, say what you want. Anyway, let's hurry. Countdown is still going.
Oh shit, it is.
It looks like the number's gone down by a lot.
You were so close to figuring out this mystery. Let's hurry it up, Master.
Yeah,
All right.
got it.
Speed it up, speed it up. As long as I'm not getting dragged by my collar. Just leave it to yours truly. Unlike that sheltered skank, I came through with that sweet assist. Yes, well, she's the one who told me to shoot it, so there's that. You're both helping, okay? How about that? The God of Darkness helped us? This must be some sort of trap. Oh, you were right, Fubuki! Led straight into a trap.
Look, another monster.
I can run between his legs.
Alrighty, we're here as your official roadblock. You want to know why?
Yes, please.
Because the homicide route ends here. That Shachi terrorist committed suicide. After all.
Wow.
Right, Dominic?
You kept insisting it was a homicide earlier, but now you're going with the suicide theory?
These monsters are cheaters. Maybe they're cheaters because they're monsters.
Oh, I didn't think of it in that sense.
Are you defending the monsters? Curse you, God of Darkness, Queen of Monsters!
Everyone's titles are getting longer and longer.
I'm not defending them. I can't even follow this whole monsters and God of Darkness story you have going.
Now's not the time to be fighting!
Yes, the only fight we should take on is our enemy ahead. Okay, so far so good. We haven't been fully stumped as of yet. The only thing I'm trying to figure out is why they had to flood Marunomon District, but I'm thinking it's a heist of some kind. Stand by me. Okay.
Looks like it's a dead end.
I forgot what I need to do with this scenario.
Because it wasn't a homicide. Shachi definitely committed suicide.
My claim doesn't hold up!
Okay, good. Maybe I just need to slash all of those? Sorry, it's been a hot minute.
No! Shachi didn't commit suicide! All the evidence points to the contrary!
You know you're super annoying, right? Fine. I'll crush you like a bug.
I can say the same about you, you know. Parking lot explosion. Shachi's action. Shachi's left-handed. Exterior lock on door.
You can still shoot yourself.
True.
Shachi
But it'll be
shot
very
himself with
inconvenient.
a gun in his dominant hand.
What?
Therefore, a death by suicide.
Okay, that's incorrect.
There's no proof a culprit fired the gun. No contradiction. It's a suicide.
Okay, well, before we move on, Shachi's left-handed.
We're done here. Time to go home. Right.
It does seem like Shachi used his right hand to shoot himself in the head. But doesn't something seem off about that? Master, do you have any idea?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a clue in the solution keys. And I'm pretty sure this is a layup question. What's this all about? We've already established he's left-handed. Is there any need for this RDM right now? Uh-oh.
Shachi shot himself with the gun in his dominant hand.
Alright.
This is the truth!
Come on! Am I even trying? What is with this? This better lead on to another... Oh my god. Just another one-off?
Shachi was left-handed, but he was found dead with the gun in his right hand. There's no reason he'd use his non-dominant hand to commit suicide. It's an obvious contradiction.
I guess this is for the players who are like, I kind of like fumbled my way through to the answer of the gun was important, and he's left-handed. I still can't make the connection as to why this is a murder or something of the sort.
Tried to make it appear like a suicide. They put the gun in the wrong hand, which means someone else was involved in Shachi's death. This death was a setup. It's a homicide.
I wonder, though. Surely everyone would have known he was left-handed, right? Curious. Very curious.
You managed once again to slay the monsters. That confirms it. The homicide route was the correct one.
Okay, you make it sound like we're playing Undertale or something. We're going the homicide route as opposed to the peaceful route.
Seems like it.
Pacifist.
I guess I can admit defeat here. Huh? The God of Darkness admitting defeat? Perhaps she has an honest side.
No, she's just feigning weakness so she can catch us off guard.
No, it cannot be. Could this be an illusion she conjured forth? You know, I don't really care, so long as we keep solving mysteries. Just
Okay,
helping
we'll
my
take it.
master out for a bit longer.
Let's carry on for now.
Okay. Come on. Temporary truce, please, team. Hold it together. Still got a ways to go. Uh-oh. Are we going back into the flooded chamber again? Ah, boat. Thank goodness. Although, we've already established my captaincy skills are severely lacking. Wow, yeah, we're in a real hurry. We've got 2 hours, you know.
Made a pretty cliche mistake getting the victim's dominant hand wrong.
Yep, rookie.
Perhaps the culprit doesn't know that Shachi's custom gun was designed for someone left-handed.
Amateur hour, I tell you.
Shachi rarely carried his gun, so they probably never saw him hold it.
Huh. Why would he go through the trouble of getting a custom gun that he never intended to use?
Maybe he didn't commission it. Maybe Iruka was just so excited to make him a gun.
Deep down, do you think he was just like any other violent terrorist?
Maybe the gun was a gift.
A gift? From whom?
A woman named Iruka manages the Resistance's weapons. She was the one who designed it.
Gifting a gun is so romantic. It delights my adventurer's heart.
It does?
I'll remember this.
Well, thanks to the culprit's mistake, we now know this was a homicide. But we still have a lot of unanswered questions.
Oh yeah, we do. Is that meant to be there? I kind of just drove into it. Here we go. Whoa! Alright. 3 doors again. Whoa. Where did the culprit shoot the victim from? Inside of the hideout.
Culprit shot Shachi.
Roof of the hideout. Roof of the building next door.
Even if this case is a homicide, that's still a mystery. But if you know it was, in fact, a homicide, then the answer has to be here. I
Okay.
have no idea what it could be, but I am confident that you can discover the answer.
Well, I am the great holy warrior of light, the third, so there's that.
For you are he who tames the god of darkness.
Oh god.
Holy great detective warrior of light Yuma.
You can't just add, like, what, 7 words onto my title already?
How long is my name going to get?
Goodness me. Alright, well, we already established this can't be the building next door because of the parallel gunshot wound. Inside of the hideout is not true because Shachi would have had to run up the stairs with the bullet in his noggin and somehow collapse at the end of it all. So, roof of the hideout it has to be. Let's make our way over slowly. But surely... There it goes. They had to be on the roof. Oops. Yes. Carve open the path. Oh my god, I almost stabbed the inflatable boat. We could have sunk. Yuma, be careful. Whoa. Where have we ended up now?
That was the right answer, but...
But...
If he was shot on the roof, doesn't that mean the culprit was also on the roof?
The culprit placed the gun in Shachi's hand to make it look like a suicide.
Yeah, then no way they're gonna toss it over unless they had a threat or something, like our case with the nail man.
That means they had to be there in person. The culprit was definitely on that roof.
Okay. Well, this place is something. Let's take a look around. Anything I can examine off the beaten path? Doesn't look like it. Whoa. Okay, we can go down here. For better or worse. Ugh. Jeez. Okay, let's maybe stick to the beaten path. What's this?
But Yuma, you said nobody was there when you arrived.
That is correct.
That's what we have to figure out now.
Remember, I was on the stairs when the gunshot went off, guys, okay? I didn't see who else was on the roof at the time.
When I heard the shot, I was halfway up the emergency stairs. It took about 10 seconds to reach the roof.
Damn, so they shot Shachi, shoved the gun in his hand, and got off the roof in 10 seconds. That's a pretty hasty job.
And in that time, the culprit vanished like a cloud of smoke from the scene.
Where could the murderer have gone?
Could have said tears in the rain. God, Kokohead, come on. Let's get our similes sorted. Where could the culprit have gone? Through this door! Oh, we're back here.
This is...
We're back at the crime scene.
I see a bunch of cues hanging around. Oh. Follow the culprit's escape route.
Follow the culprit's escape route?
Thank you,
You
Fubuki.
need to escape in the same way the culprit did after committing the crime.
Okay. Well, I kill Shachi. He's shocked as he dies with his eyes wide open. I plant the gun in his hand. The wrong hand, because I'm a tool. Then I evaluate my options. I've only got 1 second to do so, because I can hear footsteps coming up the stairs, so the stairs is a no-go. I run over this way. The door. There's peacekeepers on the other side. Can't go there. In fact, there's a key lodged in it. Neighboring building. No. Because it's a dead end. I suppose you could jump on the pipe. But no. They had to go this way. The rooftop edge.
Though it is fairly high, would it not be possible to climb down from here on a rope or ladder?
There's nowhere to hang something like that onto. Plus, from this height, it'd take a while to get all the way down like that.
Someone would have to dive down, even.
It'd be tough for someone to get down and gather their equipment in the short time it took me to reach the roof.
You probably couldn't jump down onto a mat from this height either. You'd die no matter how you landed.
What if there were a bunch of cardboard boxes? Okay, I guess we're saying no to the rooftop edge there.
Is it easier to imagine using a rope or some other tool to escape to the neighboring building?
No time. It's gonna take too long.
Or perhaps they used a hot air balloon. The culprit must be quite the adventurous thrill-seeker.
Why is everyone going for the hot air balloon?
But those high voltage lines would get in the way. You'd never reach the next building without
Oh,
Oops, sorry.
so the culprit is not an adventurer?
Well, this was a pretty daring murder, so they can still be an adventurer.
That's what you're disappointed about?
Okay, I guess we're just gonna examine all our options here.
Is it easier to imagine that the criminal simply went back inside through this door?
No, that's impossible. At the time of the incident, the peacekeepers were on the other side of it.
Unless, the culprit is buddy-buddy with the peacekeepers and they just put on an act of still trying to get through the
I
door.
see. If the culprit had gone inside through here, they would have been apprehended by those peacekeepers.
But of course, that's not possible either because the door was locked from the outside. The key is still in there, so...
Well, it's safe to say this wasn't the escape route.
Okay, well, we've pretty much exhausted all our options, guys.
Ah, so the culprit escaped via the emergency stairs. As the culprit was in a state of emergency, it is only natural that they would make use of emergency stairs.
Yes.
Wait. Master was up ahead, right? There's no way the culprit could have escaped without bumping into him.
What if they had stealth camouflage? Or they were running underneath a cardboard box or something and I didn't notice?
What are you saying? Yuma is right here, is he not? I mean, when the crime happened. Jeez, this sheltered skank and her empty head are killing me here. Yet again, you called me sheltered.
I know!
Hey, I'm just telling you like it is.
Oh god.
We're gonna start trying. Skank is acceptable, but sheltered crosses the line.
Skank is acceptable.
Well.
Okay. Rawr.
I don't know if the culprit realized I was there. The footage from the security camera positioned here didn't show anybody around.
I mean, even if they didn't know I was there, they would be aware of the security camera and wouldn't want to get recorded on it.
Which makes it hard to imagine that the culprit escaped from here.
Okay.
Yuma, this is bad. We have reviewed all the possible escape routes.
I know. Can we, I was gonna say, can we rewind time to see what the crime scene looked like before this all happened, but of course your forte doesn't work in here.
And yet, we can't figure out how the culprit got off the rooftop.
Because then I'd at least be able to see what the side of the building looked like.
Mysterable.
This isn't funny. At this rate, we'll run out of time.
Yeah, it'll all be because I freaking ride a boat like a grandma.
What are we supposed to do? There's no other way besides finding the culprit's escape route. That's how it is in the Mystery Labyrinth. Where are the entrances for cast members and the hidden entryways for maintenance crews? This isn't an attraction at some theme park. Well then, why do you hunt Yuma if you cannot even do your job and guide him?
Oof, okay. Shots fired again.
A god of darkness who cannot guide you is just a directionless god of darkness.
Oh, jeez, the horror. At least I'm getting all the cool titles. She's calling her directionless.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You're a stupid, sheltered skank that's completely useless.
She said sheltered again.
You called me sheltered again? How many times is that now? Let's see. After the number 3 comes...
Okay, you manipulate time. Surely you know what comes after 3. It's on the clock.
Seriously, are you dead? Quiet, please. Is his head on right? When are you gonna start being useful? I feel much better. Together already. Just how many insults do you intend to hurl at me? Anyway, yes, that is obvious. I'm not gonna use my powers here, but at least I labyrinth, you know.
My god, it's like my 2 brain cells trying to rub together in my mind.
The culprit must have been on the roof when they committed the crime. They escaped somehow.
Now I can finally think without these guys blabbering over my thoughts.
But how? There aren't any other clues at the crime scene.
What about just below the crime scene?
Wait, if nothing was there, what if the culprit destroyed evidence?
Exactly.
What? Destroyed evidence? Then leave it to yours truly. I'll wring it out of your mind, Master.
Oh, here it goes again.
You're going to recreate the crime scene again?
If you don't remember it, then I've got no choice. I'll make it a gentle beating this time around. So, which memory do you want beaten out of you?
Oh, a gentle beating. When the body was discovered, when the rooftop was first entered, when we had a discussion with Shachi.
How about when Shachi first called me up to the rooftop? The culprit wouldn't have done anything to the scene yet. I can even compare it to when I found the corpse.
Brilliant.
Alrighty, leave it to me.
Can't wait to see.
What is this daunting aura I sense? What are your intentions here?
She's going to help us.
Let's do it, Master!
It can't be!
Wait!
Ah! Oh! God damn! Aha! Well, she looks very proud of herself. Of course. There's another structure up
Are
here.
you alright, Yuma?
Do I look okay? My eyes are spirals.
I'm in so much pain. I feel like I'm gonna pass out.
It's okay, it's worth it.
The corpse is gone, but nothing else has really changed about this place. I
wait.
believe all that happened was you were assaulted, Yuma.
That's the stairwell leading back down to the hideout.
Not
Never
much
mind.
time passed between when you first reached the rooftop and when you discovered the corpse. If nothing changed, then there are no clues here for you to use.
Hang on. There must be something. Something that the culprit destroyed to cover their tracks.
Please, I didn't get assaulted for no reason.
I wrenched this memory out of your tiny brain, so you don't have much time left to look around. Your time limit is until the pain in your head goes away. You better hurry up and investigate.
Luckily, you beat the fuck out of me, so there's that.
I'll hurry.
I got plenty of time. Whoa. Oh god. Crime scene. Recreation. Whoa. Funky music, huh? Fubuki. Hi. What are you looking for?
Yuma.
I shall support you to the best of my abilities. Thank you. Okay. Ha. Fucking knew it. Fucking knew it. Too easy. Am I still in training? Guys, am I still in training? Or have I graduated?
There's no place to hang a rope off of. There's nothing of note on this side of the wall. What is that? A storm drain?
Ha!
Has that always been there?
Oh, yes, it has.
Oh, right. The explosion. The explosion that happened right after I found the body must have buried it in rubble. So the drain was covered after a mysterious explosion.
Now, there's definitely only one suspect capable of pulling off a feat like this. The drain was buried in rubble from the explosion that happened right after the body was found. The crime scene has been recreated.
Find anything, Master?
Oh, yes.
I might have found a clue that shows how the culprit escaped.
Nothing entirely new, but still, a solution key might come in handy later on.
Really? You did it, Yuma!
I know! What's my new title going to be? Hello!
Mystery Phantoms!
Chirp, 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 chirp. I was curious what all the tweeting was about.
Well, it's formerly known as tweeting. It's now posting.
You're still fantasizing about all this nonsense? He committed suicide! There's nobody to pursue! After all, there's no place a culprit could run to. No one can run off a rooftop!
Oh, but they can dive off.
No one could escape the rooftop.
Which means if you can disprove that, then we'll defeat them and press forward.
Okay. I knew it. All along, those sharp teeth were too intimidating. Okay, so I believe it's Icardi, right? Gee, I'm just so happy because I never get these right. You guys know I never get this right. This is the first time I've actually worked something out early.
What's with these weirdo fantasies?
Weirdo fantasies?
Shachi committed suicide. You're such a maggot. There is no
So
other
kind.
culprit. No one could have left that rooftop.
My claim doesn't hold up. No, there is a culprit. And there's a way to escape from the roof, too.
Ugh, such a drag. Still talking about that? What a downer.
Hey, you're the one that constantly interrupts our investigation, okay? What are we going with? Height of the roof, drain, high voltage lines. It's gonna be the drain. Might as well select it right now.
The culprit had to be on the roof if it's not suicide. So, where did the culprit go?
You know where.
You can't escape through the roof's door.
True.
You can't escape down the emergency stairs.
True.
Or was the culprit on the roof the whole time?
Not true.
All impossible! See? There's simply no place to run.
That's gotta be it there.
That means there was no culprit. Donnie completely agrees.
Thanks. Still, it's big enough that we need to worry about dodging. Okay. I find it funny that the QuickTime events literally give you very little time to do what you need to do, but these RDMs, they give you a lot of room to maneuver with these statements coming at you so slow. Just how did the culprit get away? It didn't seem like there was any way to escape. But the culprit was gone when I got to the roof, so there had to be a way to escape. I'm sure there's some evidence that can prove it. Okay.
Simply no place to run.
You're kind of right. They didn't run. Unless you count the running water as running.
No, there is
Two-parter for once.
The drain directly below the rooftop.
Don't let any shady statements.
I think at this point, everyone should know who the culprit is, right? Like, there's no doubt once you see the drain. Mystery Phantoms will ask a riddle from time to time. Read the question carefully and counter by repelling the words of the answer you think is right. How did the culprit escape? They dove down the drain, invited something to the drain? Huh. Okay. Hit us with the riddle, quote unquote.
even try answering that!
I guess he was on their payroll to take down Shachi. Or did he just disagree? They dove down the drain.
Yes, I'll expose the truth.
Done.
That's right. The culprit dove into the drain from the roof.
Is he gonna make his appearance now in the mystery labyrinth?
That was the culprit's escape route.
Oh, it's over. Of course, a new mystery phantom's gonna come along. One we know, well, not intimately well, but we're acquainted.
They disappeared, but to leap into a storm drain from atop a roof? Is such an adventurous stunt truly possible?
Oh, sure.
I wasn't sure about that as well. But if the explosion was used to destroy evidence, I think that has to be the case.
It's the only way to get off the roof quickly.
The culprit opened the storm drain's grates beforehand and jumped from the roof right after committing the crime.
Right? Common speedrun tactic,
The
you know.
district was flooded, so naturally the drain would have been filled with water.
In a game with water, typically you just
Then,
find a
the
way to land in
culprit
it
swam away.
to reduce or negate full damage entirely.
It would only take a few seconds to escape the roof that way. So the culprit used a bomb to blow up the area, which covered up the evidence of their escape.
Oh god.
Why? We defeated these monsters already.
I guess we're gonna see my theory play
The
out.
problem here was follow the culprit's escape route.
Right, okay, well let's do it then, because I can't do it in the future.
So we have to leap into the drain just like the culprit did?
Okay, Fubuki, I understand your confidence and whatnot will waver,
I have to jump from up here,
but you gotta do it.
and now more drains have suddenly appeared.
What?
What is happening?
What the heck? Oh shit,
Master,
choose one.
You have to make up your mind and jump.
I'm already kind of jumping, you know.
Already falling!
Which one are we landing in? Who was capable of committing this crime? Resistance leader?
This way!
There we go. Okay, oh god. I'm glad we ruled out a detective from the agency.
We actually made it.
Yes.
I felt as if my heart would jump out of my chest, but we managed to get down.
All thanks to my cape.
It's not over yet. Look over there.
Well.
Looks like all the suspects are here.
That they are.
Must we fight all of them? Even Yuma cannot face 4 foes at once.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. Hey!
They fled. We better take
They're scared of me. Alright. Well, we know who we're pursuing. Let's go.
Chase scenes are common in adventures, but are you certain the culprit is among them?
Oh, yes. They're among us.
There are only 2 ways the culprit could get a hold of Shachi's gun, the murder weapon. Either steal it from the safe or get it from Shachi himself. In any case, the only ones who could have done it are members of the Resistance.
Is it possible the culprit took the victim's gun by force? If so, a complete stranger could have done it.
But if someone tried to take his gun, I'm sure Shachi would have drawn it and threatened them. If so, the culprit would have realized their target was left-handed.
I see. That would conflict with a cover-up attempted at the crime scene.
I guess we answered all our questions quickly. Where are we going? Get back here!
Also, the culprit issued a proclamation on behalf of the Resistance against the Peacekeepers.
Look at Kokohead, bloody rambling on without even puffing and trying to catch his breath.
At the time, I didn't understand why it was sent to the Peacekeepers, but it must have been to corner Shachi by steering the Peacekeepers toward the hideout. The culprit then ambushed him when he arrived on the roof.
Which means the culprit anticipated the target fleeing up there.
Perhaps it was a planned escape route the Resistance had decided on beforehand. If they fled using the emergency stairs, it would be easy to shake off pursuers.
Even though the Peacekeepers could have surrounded it.
As a matter of fact, the Peacekeepers were held up there. If he hadn't been killed, he would have escaped.
So all of it was calculated. Whoever it is, They are truly frightening.
I like how I'm running for my life. Fubuki's taking tiny steps, and she's still able to keep up with me.
And that culprit is among them? If we organize all the clues we've got so far, we can narrow down who the culprit is. But how long will they keep running? At this rate, there's no end in sight.
Well, I guess there is now.
Faster! Over there!
Right. What are we doing? What the heck is that?
Water tank?
In here, you always find the culprit if you keep solving mysteries. So the only way to catch up to them is...
Flood the place?
solve mysteries!
Oh. Are we gonna fill the fish tanks up with blood? What would be necessary for the culprit to commit the crime?
Come on! I'm counting on you, Master!
Flippers! Well... Be left-handed, be good at swimming. Be good at shooting. Well, be good at swimming. You don't need to be good at shooting if you're right there beside him. Cool. What's that done for us? If you're not good at swimming, Savan's gonna go. He's traumatized by water.
In order to commit this crime, the most important requirement is to be an excellent swimmer. Jumping from that height into a storm drain would also require training and experience. Maybe they had high diving experience through swimming competitions.
We finally caught up!
Yes, we have.
The truth is crystal clear. The one who murdered Shachi...
It can only be you!